Hey, folks, it's Sunday night. What's going on, everybody? Tonight, we're just going to do it's like a free-for-all, just a hangout, chill night where we're just going to talk some movies, let you guys let us know what you're watching. Brett will be along shortly. He was running late. He was out to dinner with the family. So I said, I'll hop on, see what's shaking in the chat, what everybody's watching, anything good, anything new that we should be on the lookout of, any new news-worthy stuff going on. And we just figured just hang out. Yeah, no pressure, no nothing. And let's see. We run a little late in the green room, but we're having fun chatting with everybody. If you want to join the Dark Side membership tier, you too can hang out with us in the green room before each stream and make us late like we always are. because we start chatting away, and next thing you know, we don't realize how late everything's running. Oh, look at this. What is up? Mr. Moody's in the house. What's shaking, buddy? I haven't spoken to you in a while. We got to get you on one of these days, buddy. It's been a long time. We need to do some serious catching up. Let's see who else is in the chat. Michael got here early. You win the door prize. There's the door. No, because you're early. Dean, what's up, Dean? What's shaking? Happy Sunday. Oh yeah, we ran late, so that's good. You got to see Jordan's new video. I didn't get a chance to watch it. I told him I did see they uploaded something. I have to watch it after the stream. Check it out. And for those, Jordan, if you want 3 channel in there, go check out Horror on Tap, Jordan's channel. He's got some good stuff there. Yeah, definitely. We have to catch up, brother. It's been a minute. Let's talk about doing something. And there's Liana. What's going on? How many people were hanging out last night? I don't remember. I drank a lot last night. Really don't remember. If you don't hit the like button, we'll wax your balls. Hey, if you've seen Ryan, take a look at look for this picture there. You better listen to that, man. And Ryan will be on with us. You're going to be on, right? I set everything up for Tuesday night. You're gonna join us Tuesday night because he was the winner of the Dark Side monthly raffle to see who gets to pick the movie for a Tuesday night for a watch along and has to join us to watch along. Okay, perfect. So, yep, we're all set. Awesome. And Tuesday night is neighbor Mike's birthday, so gonna make sure we can break his balls. James, how you been, man? Worked double time today, 5 a.m. to 4. Ooh. Well, you get double time. That's not bad. I get double time on Sundays too, and that's why they were usually far few between. I love Sundays. Everybody's like, oh, it must suck to have to work. I'm like, no, I'll take it. Double time is good stuff. Chucky Myers, what's going on? And Eric is in the house too. What's up, man? And yeah, everybody go check it out. Go give a sub to Jordan's channel. He's got some good stuff. He just uploaded a new video about slashers. Be sure to check it out. Oh, there it is. Bet you missed that one too, Ryan. Underwood up to no good. I can't do it as good as Joe. Maybe I'll capture it from one of our old podcasts. So whenever Ryan appears, I'll play it. Because it doesn't work with me. So what's everybody watching? You know, we just thought we'd just do like a hangout. Usually we have like some type of subject or something going on for the podcast. And I've been busy. Brett's been busy. Obviously, he's running a little late because he's busy. And we figured, just come on and just shoot the shit. What's everybody watching? I know a lot of people, some of our wrestling fans probably won't be joining us tonight because there's that big AEW thing tonight, which I have no idea what that is because I don't follow wrestling anymore. Haven't done in many, many moons. And I know next weekend, I think next week's podcast, it might be during the day. It might be like an early afternoon thing because WrestleMania is all next weekend. So Brady will be watching that, and probably a lot of other people. Cody right here in our chat, and our buddy CP and Chris, they're both going to be out in Vegas at WrestleMania too. There you go. Dynasty. Is that what the thing is? Is that what they call it? I don't even know. It's been too long. I still haven't watched 28 Years Later. I still have not watched it. What's the new one too? Didn't they come out like back-to-back ones? I still haven't caught up with that. I still have to get to Ready or Not too. There's a few movies I write things down and then I don't have time. Where did I write down? Oh no, these are the people I haven't written anything down. I got to catch up on some new movies. I got a stream. It sent the text before I was ready, or I hit the arrow button. Oh no worries. Good seeing you popping in, saying hello. Yeah, I gotta go catch up on some stuff. I think I'm actually Bone Temple. That's the new one. Yeah, I heard that was better than the one that came out right before it. Pretty sure that's what Brady told me because I know he saw it. Michael, you don't watch AEW anymore, but I follow wrestling media people. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I know a lot of people do that. There's a lot of wrestling, just like we have a podcast here. A lot of people have wrestling podcasts and all that stuff, so I totally get it. James will be at Jimmy Seafood watching WrestleMania. It's a watch party. Oh, next week. Nice. Jimmy Seafood. Is that like a chain? Where is that? Because you're down south, right, James? So I know you were going to Monster Mania. If you're around the following weekend, go to Chiller Theater. Me and Brett will be at Chiller Theater, and neighbor Mike will all be at Chiller Theater. So anybody in the Parsippany, New Jersey area in 2 weeks, if you're going to Chiller Theater, let us know. Hit us up. We'll be there all weekend. We'll be there all weekend partying. It's a chain. Okay, it sounded like a chain. Jimmy Seafood. Hey, Gene, what's going on? How you been? So what's everybody watching? Anybody watching anything interesting? They were Leanna said she's watching 28 Years Later finally. I have to get around to I was actually going to start watching Stranger Things. I was talking to my daughter and she tried to get me on it in the beginning, and I watched a little bit of the first season and I just never got a chance to finish it. I did enjoy it. I mean, it's nostalgic as hell for me, all the stuff in the 80s, because I was a teenager through most of the 80s. So I have to get on. I'm late to the party because now it's finished, but I got to get on there and watch it one of these days. Oh, you're in Baltimore. Okay, so that's probably why. Yeah, because it's not that bad a drive if you go to Monster Mania down Cherry Hill. But Stranger Things is on my list to finish watching. I'm going to go back and revisit all of the Tales from the Crypts, because now, for those that don't know, if you're tuning in, and we do our Tales from the Dark Side watch along once a month, where we have our buddy Bill from the Everscathed on. And we watch 3 episodes of Tales from the Dark Side, which is going to be this Friday, folks. And I want to do the Tales from the Crypt as well. We want to do watch-alongs of Tales from the Crypt. And shout out to Jordan in the chat, who put me in touch with John Streisig, who was one of the directors that did a lot of episodes for Tales from the Dark Side. So I'm trying to get him to join us on Friday night. So I'm waiting to hear back from him if he's available. So that'll be pretty cool. Actually, I have the guy I have to look and see if he was involved in the 3 episodes that we did. And if it's not, maybe we'll just adjust to try to make sure that the episodes that we're doing that night, if he does come on with us, he can discuss them, because he would have directed them, written and directed some of them. So that should be pretty cool. Hopefully he gets back to me. Michael is watching this guy do a live stream by himself because his partner, again, my partner Grime is running late. I thought maybe he would jump in the chat. Sometimes he does that when he's on his way home. Tales from the Crypt was James' childhood HBO Wednesday nights. Yeah, I loved watching it every Wednesday on HBO. Tales from the Crypt and Tales from the Dark Side every Saturday night on Channel 11, WPIX TV, which was out of New York. That's where I used to watch it. Like I said, you tried watching Stranger Things a couple years ago, just couldn't get into it. Yeah, I didn't have a problem. I enjoyed it. I watched about maybe 5-6 episodes of the first season, and we did it when we were down the Jersey Shore for a week, and it was kind of a rainy few days, so we spent a lot of time inside the hotel because it was crappy out. I remember my daughter put it on, and we were watching it, and I enjoyed it. I don't know, I just never got around to it, and every time they released like the new seasons and stuff, I just kind of got sidetracked with something else. So I should just start it from the beginning. Chucky Myers watched the latest episode of The Pit. I thought I'd be tired of medical dramas, but they draw back in. Which one? Who's in The Pit? And what's that on? I don't know that medical drama. Yeah, throw it in the chat. Let me know. Dr. Loomis got Ben Dreamer killed. It's true. Tales from the Crypt got picked up for streaming by Shudder. That's right. Yeah. Who was telling me? I think was it either you, Dean, who mentioned it, or Bill had mentioned it. Yeah, that's going to be great, because I was actually going to go buy the whole set. But if they're going to put them all on Shudder, I'm like, well, I'll save myself a couple of bucks. Noah Wiley. Oh, that's who is in that show? Yeah, never heard of that one. What's it on? Want to start Black Sails the other day, but it's leaving Netflix this week. I don't know Black Sails either. What do we? My wife and I, we started watching tons of paranormal ones, because that's what my wife likes to watch, is paranormal stuff and horse stuff. So there's a few paranormal ones we were watching, but there was something else that we started watching on there too, with these 2 friends that get involved in some weird shit. Oh God, someone Colin's not here. something with Ireland or something like that. I can't think of the name of it. It was pretty interesting. It's on HBO. You have HBO Max only when I get free trials. Dean said spent like $35 on the whole set. That's a staple. I don't mind. Well, that's it, because I had no problems going out and buying it. So I might still buy it just to have it, especially if we're going to start doing watch alongs, because it'll be easier. So I might just get it anyway. Robert England VIP tickets just to see him sold out in minutes. Yeah, everybody wants to see him. You know why? Because he's getting older, man. You know, it's life. Everybody's going to get older, and eventually they're going to go, and it might be a point where he can't, do these things. But yeah, I know he charges a pretty penny too. I know he charges a pretty penny, but for his stand is, he gives you a lot of time. Like, he'll spend time with you. Like, it's not like just here, sign here, nice, shake a hand. There. Hey, there he is. Speak his name and he appears. What's going on, Colin? Yeah, I can't think of the name. Colin, maybe there was some show on Netflix, and it was like these girls that in Ireland, and there was something going on, like somebody died, and I think or they killed somebody mistakenly. I can't think of the name of it. I have to look. My wife and I started watching it. It was actually pretty interesting. I'm Daddy here. Catch you next time. Awesome. Thanks, man. Good seeing you, Chucky. Yeah, Robert said he's going to be 79. I know. I was watching Bull Durham with Mike today, and we were trying to figure out. Susan Sarandon's not a bad-looking woman, but she always seemed like she was always older. Even in the Rocky Horror, she looked kind of older. And I looked up how old she's going to be. 80 this year. I'm like, holy shit. So I have to do something for that. Maybe we did a Rocky Horror watch along once before. Maybe we'll do that again. One of my favorite movies. The reason he has his own VIP is somebody used their VIP on him, so they gave him his own VIP ticket. Oh, well, I can believe it. And where is he going to be? Is that Monster Mania this year? The next Monster Mania? Because the next Monster Mania is what? I think is that in August? Either September. It's July or August, right? Is that the one? Is he going to be there? Derry Girls. I think that's it. It was a good show. I got to finish it. Definitely check it out. It was interesting. I think that's it. Derry Girls. Something like that. And my wife and I were watching because we were trying to find something that we could both watch together that we both could enjoy, because there's only so much horror she could take. There's only so much paranormal I could take. And horses. So we tried to find something we could do. So it's the August one. The August one? When is the August one, James? I might be able to get to that one. Maybe you can meet up with you if you want. If you'll have me. I think I can do the August one. Derry Girls is it the two girls, and it sort of has a comedic aspect, but there's also a seriousness to it, if that's what I'm thinking. I asked the wife, but I'll go upstairs. Mick, what's up, man? One of my Kiss buddies right there. What's up, Mick? How you doing? I'm long overdue for a Kiss episode. You want to come on and do something, Mick? I know we talked about it ages ago. You want to come on and talk and shoot the shit with some Kiss? Maybe one night. I'll reach out to you, because that'd be fun to have another Kiss fan there to bullshit with. I wonder if did you happen to go to the Indie Kiss Expo? I know that was this weekend, and Paul Stanley was there. I saw a lot of shit online. I would love to have gone. Leanna's the best. Come on, folks. If you haven't hit that like button, hit and subscribe. Yeah, we're getting close to 4K. Getting close to 4,000 subs. So, and there will be a celebration this time, because I blew the gig. I never had a 3,000 sub celebration. We'll definitely do a 4,000, because that's a big one. And Leanna is one of the big reasons the channel grows. She's awesome. Big supporter of the channel. And a good friend. 14th through the 16th of August. 8/14 to... Yeah, because maybe I'll go to that, because I don't think we're doing anything in August. I know we're camping, but I think that's either the end of the month. So, yeah, definitely would like to do it. Happy birthday to the late, great Shannon Doherty. Today was her birthday, huh? I didn't see that anywhere, because I usually try to post stuff every day, like a short of people's birthdays and untimely deaths, unfortunately. Wow. I couldn't believe that when she got sick and died like that. That's crazy. I mean, she suffered too. It was a shame. Actually, what did I just watch the other day? Heathers. Good dark film. Yeah, she's that's a shame. Kiss on any horror stuff? Yeah, definitely. I'll reach out to you. We'll definitely do one. We'll definitely do a kiss thing, kiss horror crossover. Be awesome. You could show some of the stuff you got there. I know you got a big collection. You didn't go to the indie convention? Yeah, I would love to have gone. It just wasn't in the cards. There's too much other shit coming up, but I would love to have gone to the indie one. I went to pretty much every New York, New Jersey Kiss Expo since it started back in the late 80s. But I'm missing a good old style Kiss convention. I haven't had one in a long time. I'm hoping they start bringing it back. Think perhaps a dark crime. John Fine, two detectives investigating the murder of a young girl on an ancient altar in Irish woods. No, that's not it. I think it was the Dairy Girls one. I got to look. It was real interesting, and we haven't been watching it because both of the two of us have been busy. The wife started a different job, so she's been home late and she's been tired, so we haven't really done it. John, how you been, buddy? Speaking of Kiss buddies, have you ever ridden the Jersey Devil roller coaster? No. Where the hell's the Jersey Devil roller coaster? Where is that? Because only amusement park in Jersey we usually go to is the Piers down in Wildwood, New Jersey, and it's not down there. Where's there the Jersey Devil roller coaster? Maybe in Six Flags, Great Adventure? And I haven't been to Great Adventure in 30, 40 years. Easy. Heather is such a good dark comedy. Shame it didn't do well. Yeah, I know. It had a great cast, and it's such a interesting. I mean, he was creepy as hell in it. Christian Slater. He was so perfect in that movie. And hey, you got a young what's her name in there too? With him from Beetlejuice. What am I drawing a blank on her name? And she was cute as hell in it. I don't know why I'm drawing a blank on her name. Speaking of Stranger Things, and she was in Stranger Things. Double D, what's going on? Happy Sunday. No, we haven't done it. Oh no, we did do a thing watch along. Yeah, we did do a thing. I can't remember when, but I know we did do a thing watch along. If you say old style 3 times in the mirror, freaking style appears. Yeah, maybe. Let's see if he pops in. So I don't think he watches all that other stuff. Wrestling. I know we have some wrestling fans tonight watching the AEW thing tonight, so I get it. It's in Jackson, New Jersey. Okay, it is Six Flags. Okay, that's great. Yes, that's a Great Adventure. I haven't been to Great Adventure. Well, they call it Great Adventure. It's obviously Six Flags Park, but it's called Great Adventure. I haven't been there in got to be over 30 years. Easy. Just found a Glenn Strange that has tops like the one featured in the Funhouse. They won very rare. I think she's all client. Oh wow, cool as hell. Yeah, definitely like to see. You have it posted on your Instagram? Let me know if it's on there. I'll definitely check it out. Yeah, Sean Clark. That's his movie. You know that, I'm sure. That's his favorite movie, Funhouse. I think it's really technically The Shining, but that's the one I think he first got into horror was Funhouse. I know he's got some cast pieces from it too. Winona Ryder. Thank you. I was trying to blank on her goddamn name for some stupid reason. Yeah, she was great in Heathers. She's cute. I mean, she was always good at a lot of stuff. But I'm trying to think of anything else I've been watching. It's been I get some ideas of some good horror films that we should be watching. I mean, what did I watch the other night? Friday the 13th Part 2 again, which goes it was on, and when it's on, it's like The Godfather. When it's on, you just have to watch it, which I did watch the other day too, The Godfather. Shout out because it was Francis Ford Coppola's birthday the other day. You did post it. Okay, I'll have to go check it out then. I'm looking for that poster for decades as a horror collector. Yeah, you don't see too many of those posters around. You really don't. No, it's because it wasn't a huge movie. I mean, we love it, yeah, but it's crazy. Winona Ryder auditioned for Dream Warriors for the role of Kristen, but got turned down because she was too young. I could see that. I think she would have been pretty good, though. It would have been pretty cool. I myself am dark and mysterious, or however I'm trying to remember what she said in Beetlejuice. Oh, that's why you watched The Departed twice last week. It was a celebration. That's right. I forgot you told us that you watched it twice. Maggie, yep, Colin's better half finally brought back his Halloween 2 pumpkin. Oh, I saw the picture you posted. Yeah, that was lying in her brother's apartment in Pittsburgh for nearly 3 years. Better late than never. Hey, it was worth the wait, right? That thing's awesome. I'm glad it made it back in one piece. I saw the picture. It looked great. Halloween 2 is Mick's absolute favorite. Not taking away from the original. No, our old podcast buddy who was in the chat earlier, Joe. That's his. He loves Halloween 2 over not that he doesn't like the original, but he prefers Halloween 2. And I know some people that like that. It's a little hot here. And it's real close for me. That was really scared the crap out of me. I got to see that in the theater, and I love it. There it is. I myself am strange and unusual, and I am, believe me. Halloween 2, yeah. It's what I like about it, like we've talked about it before, you can just watch it as one long movie. You know, if you have the time, if you have 3 hours to spare, you can just watch it all in one long film. That's what I love about it. What's the movie? I forget the title. Don't Move. That's the one I watch. Don't Move. Which one is Don't Move? Did you tell us about that? I did drink a lot this weekend. Don't Move. Interesting. Well, see, we did say, Jordan, you must have said Old Style 3 times. Don't Move. I did watch, what do you call it, with Mike. And, oops, my bad. I think my soda wasn't open. We watched Send Help, which was pretty interesting. I wasn't a fan of the way it ended. I think it ended a little bit too abruptly. And there he is. See, you did it, Jordan. Said Old Style 3 times, and Bill will appear. The Ever-Scathed. Where's his intro?
Fuck the other Ever-Scathed. Fuck you for sending me this shit.
Never gets old. Leo says, anyone else ever see the alternate Halloween 2 poster that looks like the original poster from the first film, but from an angle that shows Michael's mask? Alternate Halloween 2 poster that looks like the original poster for the first. I don't know. If you find it, Leo, send it to me. I probably have seen it. I might even have it, but for some reason I can't get the picture in my head. Yeah, it's really well. Where was mine? Mine's somewhere back there. Yeah, it's well made. It's heavy, so I'm glad she was able to. Oh, she got you the lunchbox too. Nice. Do you have the first one? The first Halloween lunchbox for the first movie? It's funny. I posted a picture and I have them both on a shelf back here. Somebody on Instagram is like, "All right, Pat, my OCD is killing me because I had Halloween 2 lunchbox here and Halloween 1 there, so they're like you got to switch them," which I still didn't do. I got to do. That's like something I'm surprised I didn't notice that because I do have my OCD. Plus, we finally see Ben Tramer. Well, pieces burnt. Yeah, you see him all burnt up. Let's see, everybody's never seen the alternate. Yeah. Look for it, Lito, because I might even have it because I have a bunch of different posters, but for some reason I can't get the visual. I don't know why. Let's see what everybody's saying. What do you think? What did you think of Shelley in Friday the 13th Part 3? He was really unlikable, pulling pranks on people. Yeah, you know what? Because he was kind of annoying, especially when you have Chris, who went through a bunch of trauma, which I don't know if he knows about that. I don't think he knew what happened to her there. It was never mentioned. So you would think, maybe he wouldn't have done it if he had known that. And now, hell, he doesn't even act anymore. Now he's an entertainment lawyer, a copyright lawyer, I think. And he looks totally different now that he's older. He doesn't have that big fro anymore. But yeah, he was definitely he definitely got annoying in that. I would definitely agree. Hey, but if it wasn't for him, there wouldn't be the iconic mask for Jason. You don't have the original one, though. I don't even know if they have. I used to have an extra one. Let me look. I don't think I do anymore. Coming to the chat a number of times with the wrong account. Whoopsie. I've done that too. Sometimes you don't realize when you have two accounts. And I don't use the other one. I don't know why. I just started this separate from my regular YouTube, just because all I used to do was watch videos until I started doing this. So I just wanted to create something separate for that. I don't even go on the other one. Yeah, Shelly was annoying. Definitely, it was definitely annoying. I mean, he did get his little moment in the sun when he stood up to the bikers. Yeah, he also expected Vera to sleep with him. It's like just like that, or even anything. I mean, she could have just kissed him or whatever. I mean, if she started to warm up to him, but still not that way. A friend, the worst word ever from a man. You guys always remember that when there's always that chick you really like. I just want to be friends. I like you as a friend. Always remember that. You have the alternate poster for the Funhouse. Nice. I'm trying. I know what the main one looks like. I know what the alternate one looks like. Shelly was annoying, but if it wasn't for his character, we wouldn't have the mask. So you say what you want about him. And he was pretty. And he had a hell of a death too, man. He looked like a can opener to open up his throat. Jesus. Don't feel bad for Vera. That's probably one of the best scenes, and that's one of my favorite scenes in the whole franchise when he shoots her, because I just love Richard Brooker's the way he had those big traps. I just loved his nonchalant. Like I just boom shoots a bullseye right through the eye, and then he just drops it and just casually walks away. Like, okay, who am I going to kill next? I just love that. Yeah, the friend zone. We've all been there. We've all been on the other side of the friend zone. Joey was annoying too. Yeah. Yeah, I think you're really annoying, Vic. Yes, he was. Hey, you hate to see him get cut up in pieces, though, right? And see, you guys know. You guys are reading my mind too, and I'm reading your mind. That's it. It's one of my favorite ones in the whole film, in the whole franchise. I always liked part 3's Jason because I like how he's in shadow and he doesn't have his mask on. He has nothing on. He doesn't even have the sack, and he's just walking around, and he's in all the different, sort of like very, very Myers-ish. That's what I like about the beginning of it. And I like that vibe that what's his name did for the Steve Miner, the director. I like the way he shot that, and hey, it was perfect choice to do a Halloween movie later on because he did Halloween H2O. He did a good job. Well, you can say what you want about it. Some people consider it their favorite. I like it somewhere in the middle for me, H2O. It was great because they did bring her back, and that was a big deal. Everybody that was alive of my age group or even younger, remember what a big deal it was in '98 when she came back. Vera could have at least given him a handy. I mean, come on, give that guy a break. Get some fresh rubbers at the Quickie Mart. Yeah, I know. Is this your rubber? Yeah, just give him a little, just give him a little reach around. Come on, be nice about it. It's the way he throws the harpoon gun down, just walks off like no big deal. Yes, absolutely. It's the best. It's just, I just love that. He's one of my favorite Jasons. Between him, Ted White. Probably no offense to, of course, everybody loves, what's his name? Holy shit. Man, I'm forgetting everybody's name tonight. Why am I doing this? The main Jason, everybody knows. Why am I drawing a complete blank on his name? Help me out. I don't know why I'm drawing a blank on everybody's name. Hey, Kane Hodder. Thank you, James and Jordan. I don't know why I was drawing a blank on his name. No offense to him. I do like him as a Jason, but Ted White and Richard Brooker would probably be my two favorites. Kane was great in part 7 when he gets unmasked and she's using her powers. She hangs him. She's just beating the shit out of him, and the look on his face that he's getting so pissed off, it was great. That's pretty much the highlight for me when it comes to Kane Hodder. Ted White was 58 when he played Jason. I know, it's crazy. He's 4 years older than me. I'm an old fat bastard. Holy crap. Well, he stayed in good. Well, he was in his 90s when he died, right? Ted White, he was in his 90s, if I remember correctly. Also, Halloween was about to go straight to home video. If Jimmy, yeah, it was. Well, remember the talk of, I think we were talking about this not that long ago on one of the streams. The talk of them doing a crossover because Dimension had the rights to Halloween and Hellraiser at the same time. Remember they were going to do a crossover, and oh god, thank the Lord they didn't do that. That would have been the worst. Speaking of harpoons, whatever you do not watch the new Netflix shark movie, Thrash. It was beyond horrible, bad beyond bad. Oh, never even heard of it now. I'll know to stay away from it. Thrash. It was on Netflix. Never even heard of it, but thanks for the heads up. Part 3, Jason seemed very nonchalant. He was like, whatever, I'll kill you one way or another. Maybe now, maybe later. Yeah, it's because it's like, he was very, he was a little less like the rest of the Jasons. I mean, he did a little running around too, but he was just casually, just like Michael does. Michael's just like, look, I'm going to get you. I don't have to run. I'm going to get you. That's just the way it is. Why doesn't he run? He doesn't need to. Why should he break a sweat? Not anymore. I'm not going with that. Not at all. I need to do your diet. I thought we were closer in age. I know. How old are you, Michael? I'm 54. I just turned 54 back in February. Oh, can you imagine Halloween? Oh God. I mean, that was crazy. Could you imagine that if they really did a crossover? I mean, the Freddy vs. Jason was fun. I liked it. It was a good one-off movie, and those two characters, and albeit depending on what side of the aisle you're on, if you're more of a Freddy fan or if you're more of a Friday the 13th fan, I mean, it was really the Freddy show because he was basically using Michael as his bitch through the whole movie. But it was entertaining to say the least. Myers doesn't need to be paired up with anybody. He doesn't. It would just be. It would have been the death of the franchise. By the time Halloween 6 came out, Nightmare, Friday the 13th, Evil Dead came to an end. So Halloween was the last franchise. Yeah, because remember, they were dormant through most of the 80s while Freddy and Jason were running rampant. And the Evil Dead, too. And then it was all Michael after that when they came back. Because you figure, so, I mean, it was pretty consistent because you figure you had H2O in 98. Well, no, you have... So you have 88, 89, and then after 89, we had to wait 6 years because then you went to 95 with part 6. Then you had to wait 3 years, 98 for H2O, and then 2001 for Halloween Abortion, and then the next drought would have been for 16 years, right? Now, well, although we did get the Rob Zombie remake 1 and 2, which was fine, you know. Either you like or hate them. I'm indifferent about it. I like aspects about both of them. So I can't say I don't like them. But Halloween's been pretty consistent. I mean, because then from 2009 to 2008, so you really didn't have to. It wasn't even 10 years that we had to wait. Now Friday the 13th, folks, and Nightmare, folks. Yeah, you guys have been waiting a long time, so it's long overdue. I don't know if they're ever going to do a Friday the 13th. Nightmare on Elm Street because there's such debate over who could play Freddy Krueger. Because obviously, you know, Robert Englund's not going to do it. He can't. So somebody's going to have to step up and do it. I don't think it should be Kevin Bacon because Kevin Bacon's not that young either anymore. You know, if you want to kick it off and start it, you need to do it with somebody that could be around for the franchise. Excuse me. You turned 40. Okay, so you're 49. All right, so you're not even in the 50 club yet. Enjoy it. You don't rush it. Searching for Bobby Fish is a great movie. I haven't seen that in a long time. Yeah, that's actually a really good film. Like to toy with you when he took his mask off to Chris. He was like, "Remember me?" Yes, this is true. I almost forgot about that. He did like it. It's like, yep, it's me. It can't be you. Remember the hype around? Yeah, it was. It was a big deal, especially, you know, if you were a Halloween fan, it was a big deal. Couldn't wait to see it. Jesus, hard to believe it's nearly 30 years old, that movie. I know. So you figure in 98, how old was I in 98? So I was 20 in 92, minus 6. So I was 26. Yeah, 26. I had to be 26. Yeah, because I got married in 99. I was 27 when I got married. Yeah, so I was 26. There's big debate about it. I'm with you. I don't think it's aged very well. It's a product of its time. It was very screamish. If that right down to the poster with everybody on the front. I guess it was a dimension thing. All the posters just had to have all the people on the front of it, and they're all just a little cookie cutter. Jordan says, I love how people always get mad and say Jason doesn't run. Literally the first time we see adult Jason. No, Jason runs. Yeah, Michael doesn't run, but Jason does run. Yeah. He's always running. Adult Jason does have a little peep in it off. I was going to a different place with that, Leanna. He does have a little peep in his pants. He does have a little pep in his step. He runs like he has a full diaper. Yeah. Mick cannot remember the Chuck Norris film name that kind of was like, Silent Rage. Yeah, we did a watch along of Silent Rage about a year ago. Yeah. Did we just do it again? No, I thought we were going to do it for Chuck Norris since he died. I know we did. We talked about Chuck Norris movies, but Silent Rage is awesome. I love that movie. The only movie that I know of that has Chuck Norris in a sex scene. Jason runs when he's human up to part 4. He stops running when he became a zombie in part 6. Yeah, true. Yeah. Leanna's going to start. She's going to start hitting people. If you hit that like button, get 20 likes on the stream. Come on, it scares Jordan. Yeah, hit the like button, folks, because it does help. Get some more fans in here. Some horror fans, movie fans, music fans, Kiss fans. Got 2 Kiss fans tonight, which is beautiful. Robert Englund made it clear he's done playing Freddy. And yeah, I don't know why people keep going back to that well, like he's going to do it. He's not going to do it. He's too old. He's too old. He said he's too old. So I don't understand why they keep going back to that. Jordan says, I've been sitting at my computer for like 15 of the last 24 hours. I've come to the conclusion that I really need a new glass prescription. Yeah, I know, me too. I got to get a stronger prescription. I can't see shit and have been getting a headache all day. Yeah, I have to get a stronger prescription too, I think. Too much computer. Which was a bigger deal? Which was a bigger deal? Halloween H2O. That's a really good question, James. I think, truth be told, Halloween 2018 was probably a bigger deal. Although Halloween H2O did save the franchise from basically going to direct to video and becoming shit and becoming a crossover with Hellraiser. But 2018, I think, was a bigger deal because, remember, folks, I mean, there was a big fan base for Halloween around 98, but much bigger by 2018, especially because there was a lot of, by the time 2018 rolled around, you had a lot of collectors like myself that were out there, and obviously a bunch of other people that we know that collect Halloween stuff. And there was a plethora of stuff on the market that you can buy, Halloween figures and books, you name it. Just look at everything around me. The costumes. So I think 2018 was a little bit bigger because the fan base was a lot larger in 2018. So that's why I think it was such a bigger buildup. And of course you had not only just Jamie Lee Curtis coming back, you had Carpenter coming back to do the score and be an executive producer. So that added a much larger caliber to the film that people wanted to see, because like, oh shit, look at this. Not only is Jamie Lee Curtis coming back, but you got Carpenter involved. Michael Power walks at times. It's true. Well, in Rob Zombie's, I think he moved a lot. I think that Myers moved faster than most Myers. That's probably the fastest you probably would see Myers moving is in the Rob Zombie movies. Bill was pretty bummed when he saw H2O in the theater, but I was a hell of a lot more bummed when I saw Resurrection. Yeah, well, I've told the Resurrection story, how when I went, the movie broke. because I think it was done. I'm like, this must be a sign of how bad it is, because I think about the first half hour I saw in the theater, then something happened and it broke, and they gave us a refund and vouchers to come back. And I did go back and see it eventually, and I'm like, yeah. I mean, I didn't hate it. I still don't hate it. I just it's the one I'll reach for the least, the one I'll watch the least amount of times. I think it's the one that ages the least, even more than H2O, because it's got that whole. And we were talking about this the other night when we did a surprise stream. Like, how could some of these movies survive? How could some of these people survive, like Jason, in a world like today where everybody's got cameras? There's cameras on every part of your house, and if you don't have one, somebody across the street's got one. Or just look how they used it in weapons. How he was able to pinpoint where they were all running to, but based on the ring cameras in front of people's houses. But that was such archaic technology in Resurrection with those. What are those called? Were they like Palm Pilots? I believe they called them at the time. I remember getting one for my wife, but I never had one. Silent Rage, is it a canon film? I believe it is. Colin would probably know. I think it is a canon film. Absolutely, Leanne. I think so too. 2018 seemed like it was a much bigger deal, and there's so many more. You know, it's because YouTube had really gotten. I mean, YouTube has been big since day one, pretty much. I mean, obviously even bigger now, but such a big platform for content creators to talk about Halloween, and that's how you found out about how many Halloween fans there were. I mean, everybody was watching Dave McRae. I still watch him. Everybody's watch. That's how everybody found Dave McRae right around 2018 when he started doing a lot of Halloween content, and then from there offshoots, you started seeing all these different. You found all these other content creators that were Halloween fans, so it made that build up even more because now you were watching. We were all waiting for the trailers to come out. We were dissecting every part of it. Remember when the poster came out and everybody was trying to dissect the poster? You know, it was so much fun. Mike's like, I don't want Leanna to hit me. Yeah, I don't wouldn't want to get hit by her either. Where the hell is Brad? I don't know. Usually he lets me know he was at the dinner. I know his daughter was playing at some big event today. His daughter plays. She plays in one of the school band. I can't think what she plays, and they were doing something, and they probably went out after that. So he's probably running a little behind. No biggie. Leanna will throw meatballs if you don't hit the like button. Right. Resurrection. They're actually fans of. They were fans of the film. You know what it is? I think I've called it gateway drugs before. Like that movie in a specific franchise is the movie that you tend to like the most. That is the movie that introduced you to the franchise, because there's a lot of people like the Wolfman's Got Nards guys. And that was his first movie. Was H2O, so that's his favorite. So if people came in 01 seeing Resurrection, might tend to be their favorite. So I get it. I mean, I'm obviously partial to 1 and 2 because that's where I came in back in 80 and 81. Although they are the two best films in the franchise. So, but I'm a big fan of 2018. What does everybody put 2018 in their ranking? I love 2018 is in my top 5. I really think I do like kills, sans the whole hospital nonsense really gives me a headache and really dragged the movie down. But the flashback and everything else is just great. And ends, I don't have a problem with ends. I don't hate it. I'll actually watch it over Resurrection. But I honestly haven't watched Ends. What came out in 2022. I probably haven't watched it in a couple of years. I think the last time I watched it was when we did a watch along. Yeah, as soon as Carpenter was signed on, and it really blew everything up. Yeah, and the media around 2018 was just ginormous. Like I said, all the YouTube people doing tons of stuff. Remember the big crossover stream we had with was it Cody Leach and the Wham guys and Dave McRae and Drum Dums. I used to love those when they were talking about all the stuff around when 2018 was about to come out. Yeah, I remember staying up all night. I was like a kid when they announced because they had the little teaser, but then they said the full main trailer number 1 was going to come out, and they were supposed to be released at like 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning or something like that. And they came out even later than that. I stayed up all night long like a kid. because I had to see it. Yeah, I got no sleep that day. So I was extremely tired at work. Nick says Halloween 2007 versus Halloween 2 2009, which is better? For me, 2007. Definitely better for me. I don't dislike Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. There's a lot of it I do like. Obviously, I could do without the white horse because that's probably the most annoying thing, and that's probably my only problem with any Rob Zombie movie is like, do you really got to shoehorn your wife into every movie, including bringing her back from the dead because you killed her off in the first movie? You know, it's no. And if you guys have seen the Munsters, she was horrible as a Lily Munster. I mean, I had hope that she would have been better, but she was horrible as a Lily Munster. I have Jeff Daniel Phillips as Herman. Wasn't that bad. I actually didn't have a problem with him. And the best part was Daniel Roebuck playing Grandpa. Nailed it. He was great as Grandpa in that. But for me, 2007, I would definitely take over 2000 over the 09 Halloween 2. Daniel, what's up, man? What's shaking? In your opinion, Halloween 2? Yeah, that's fine. I know a lot of people. There's a big fan base for Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. And I wouldn't argue that. He did something different and people liked what he did. He went outside the box and did something completely different. And I think visually is probably the better film. Because one thing Rob Zombie is, I mean, if you don't like his scripts or what he writes, because he really should get somebody to write his movies. But he's a hell of a director and cinematographer. Some of the shots he set up in Halloween 2 in 2009 and even 2007 or The Devil's Rejects, just visually he could have had a great career as a cinematographer. I personally think that. And it was 9 years after Rob Zombie's Halloween 2, so enough time had passed. Right. Yeah. Well, you remember they were going to do a part 3. Remember it was supposed to be Halloween 3D? And they had signed on Atkins already. And Patrick Lussier was going to direct it. Remember that? That came and went. Neighbor across the breezeway has a Ring doorbell. Yeah, we actually, I don't even have mine anymore. It broke. I got to get a new one. Yeah, but those things are great. They're a lifesaver, especially, people stealing packages off the front of your house. Jordan jokes about how the last movie shown at his local movie theater was Halloween Ends, and then they went out of business today. As you know, I'm a stark supporter of Ends, but I still like, yeah. I know you're a big fan of it. I don't dislike it. I like I've said before, I actually liked it until Michael showed up. I liked the whole storyline. I think that should have been a separate film or part of, like a film, like an anthology series. I would have been happy with that. I just thought it's such an iconic franchise as Halloween. It was really not the way to end it, bookend it. Or if they wanted to do that, they should have built his character up, introduced him in 2018, have him be a side character in Kills. So not to just boom, here's this new character in the end of the franchise, and that's how this iconic franchise of 40 some odd years is going to end. It's like, no. And I like Rowan Campbell; he was great in it. I think he was great. For those if you guys haven't seen anybody, I'm pretty sure most of you have probably seen the Silent Night, Deadly Night remake with him in it. If you haven't, watch it. He's really good in that. And it's a completely different take on than what they did in the original. I'm a big fan of it. Colin always respected Zombie's comment when he said he wanted to make Myers scary again, which he did. Say what you like. Maine did. Tyler Maine was a great Myers. I never say anything bad about that guy. He was great. Super nice guy too. Got to hang out and drink with him at age 45. Maine did a great job and did make him scary again for a modern generation. Absolutely. Yeah, he was frightening in both of them. I mean, he was brutal in part 2. I mean, real brutal. He went fucking ape shit in that one. Too many people fell to a food coma. The only bright spot, Bianca Kalik, she was cute as hell, but yeah, she wasn't the right girl for that film. She was, wasn't that much there, but was very easy on the eyes. I will say that. Let's see. Joe's still here. What's up, brother? 2018 is top 4 for him. H2, say I told you guys. Joe likes H2 over H1. H2, H1, H4, and 2018. I would probably, those are probably my top. I probably would take H4 out and put that at 5 and put H3 rather in there somewhere for me. Yeah, I love me some Halloween 3. Comes in 4th spot for him, for Colin. Mick prefers Halloween Kills except for Evil Ends Tonight. Yeah, that's it. If they took that shit out and they just did something else, like then Kills would be probably what might be my favorite in the trilogy. Because I do love, I mean, the flashback was great. Loved it. I didn't want to leave. I've told the story when I was there. I went to see that Thursday night when it opened by myself. And when that scene came on, I was like, yes! Everybody's like looking around. I'm like, oops. I was so excited because it was just, it took me right back to seeing Halloween when I was a kid. Leanna said she created a YouTube account just so she can comment on Dave McRae videos. That was back when he had like 2. Yeah, if you remember, his channel blew up back then because, he didn't have many subscribers. I remember just when I was starting to do more stuff on YouTube, just watching more stuff on YouTube. I watched YouTube forever and just started looking up Halloween stuff because the buzz was around, and that's how I found him too. That's what kept popping up. And we had Dave on the channel. We had him on about a year ago. Maybe we had him on as a guest. I should reach out to him again, see if he can come on. It's been a minute. For Bill, 2018 is in 5th place for him. 78, 2, 3, 4, and 18. Nice. First time Jordan saw a Halloween 2018 trailer was Wham's reaction video to it. Yeah, those guys, they're still around too. Their channel's huge. That was also my intro to Wham. Haven't tuned into them in a while, but they seem like guys I'd be. Yeah, I always liked it because they're always hanging out drinking, just like we do. Except tonight I'm drinking Diet Coke because those of us who hung out with me yesterday realized how much I drank yesterday. So I'm like, no beer for me tonight. I need a breather between actually shit. Thursday night, Friday night, and last night. Which was a bigger deal, Freddy versus Jason? I personally think Freddy versus Jason was a bigger deal because we waited so damn long for it. Because remember, we got that tease. We got Freddy's glove. Remember the tease at the end of what the hell was it? At the end of it wasn't part 8. Was it Jason X? When was the scene? Was that Jason X? Where you had where you saw the dust and you saw his glove? Because I think that was because everybody was waiting for it. Saw the monsters, but I can't tell you anything about it. I purged it from my mind. Yeah, it really wasn't good. I had high hopes for it, but it really wasn't. Visually, it looked good, but she really dragged the film down. She really did. More than the original, but the OGs are. Yeah, some people do. I mean, I probably do watch Halloween 2 more than the original, truth be told. Allison remembers going to see 2018 for the first time. The excitement was palpable as it was so hyped. When that Universal logo appeared and Carpenter's score faded in with that drone noisescape. Oh yeah, I know. I remember going. Because I've seen every Halloween movie in the theater, except for Halloween. I've seen it upon subsequent like Halloween showings. I didn't see it back in '78 when it came out, but I've seen every one since Halloween 2 in the theater, and I can remember every theater experience of being there, seeing each movie premiere, and it's just gold. I remember sitting in that theater in Edgewater, New Jersey, 4 theater Lowe's Cinema Showboat to see Halloween 2, just waiting for it to start. And I was scared to death because you figure it was 81. I was 9 years old, and man, what an experience! And then I got to see it this past October again because remember they had the popcorn buckets out for Halloween 2, and then they showed Halloween 2 for one night only. So I did go see it again. So I got to see it twice in the theater, technically. Lito's ranking H78, 81, H4, H2O, H2018, H6, H3, H kills, ends, and H5 for him. I don't know these other films you speak of. Resurrection, huh? Zombie who? Nice. Daniel Roebuck will be at Crypticon this year, and I will finally get to meet him. He was a member on the Universal Monster Army website in the early 2000s. Incredible horror monster collection. Oh, nice. Yeah, no, he's a big collector, right? I forgot about that. Yeah, he's a big collector. And seems like a super nice guy. Hey, he was great in Terrifier 3. That was the highlight. He really got his ass handed to him in there. Right? Hanging out, drinking with Clowney. I don't dig the suicide scenes in Kills. That poor man. Oh yeah, but that was the biggest blunder of the trilogy. Was that storyline and that whole hospital thing, because it was no way he could have been mistaken for Myers. I said, had the guy, if you remember from the first film, when the father and son are driving in the car and they talk about him taking dance class, which for whatever fucking reason they changed it from basketball to dance class. I don't know why, because in the novelization it's about basketball. The guy that he almost hits that's standing there, that guy could have easily been mistaken for Myers. There was no reason to have Mr. Tivoli, because there was no way you could have confused those two people. Completely two different body styles. It was really bad. Hey, Travis, what's going on, man? How you doing, Travis? Mix got H2, H1, H3, H4, H2 from 09, H2O, Kills, and Halloween 2018. Oh, really? You put 2018 that low, huh? Lord Kev, what's going on? Yeah, Brett's ghosting me tonight, so I guess he's not making it. It's okay. So it's great. I'm enjoying just bullshitting with everybody. Like I said, I had a busy few days, as people can attest, and usually we try to get like a something type subject. So it's not that it's just hanging out, chatting with everybody. It's fun, just doing this because this is great. Just have fun and just enjoy a Sunday night before everybody has to go back to work. But yeah, I just didn't have time to get anything rolling, and Brett was busy. I'm like, yeah, let's just do like a chill hangout. We're just going to sit there and bullshit and hang out with everybody in the chat and close out the weekend. 2018 was Travis's favorite in the franchise, so I was disappointed when I first saw Kills. The dialogue, which felt real in 2018, felt fake. The jokes that felt natural in 2018 felt forced. Yeah, I can see that. Kills, I mean, Kills was another build up too, because everybody knew about the flashback scene, so that was a big deal. So everybody could wait for that. And truth be told, I knew about. I don't think I got one for Kills, for Ends rather. 2018 and Kills, somebody sent me copies of the scripts. I kind of knew what was happening in both of those films because I'm a Halloween junkie and I could not look at it. I didn't get one for Ends though. I don't know if I purposely avoided it, but I didn't get that one. But I just heard something bang, so I want to see if it's Brett reaching out to me. No worries. McRae was Colin's gateway into the world of YouTube back in 2017. That's where it all began and led me to meeting all you great folks out there. Yeah, same here. Actually, Colin, what led us to meeting you and chatting away with you was actually the thing with two heads, right? Colin Murdy and your buddy Christopher Nelson. And then that's how we started chatting away. Then seeing that you were in Dave's chat a lot, and of course the TSL guys. So first time I ever got those two confused, TSOL and TSL. Darren and Frank, good buddies of ours, and Darren will be on. I got to reach out to him and break his balls because he did tell me he would come on sometime in April. So I got to find out when he's available to come on and chat away with us. And Frank will probably be seeing Brett and I will be seeing them at Chiller Theater. 2018 had way too many homage scenes. I think you had more in Kills because they brought so many people back that they did not need to bring back. I mean, the Tommy Doyle, bringing Tommy Doyle and Lindsay Wallace, I could see that, but you didn't need Sheriff Brackett to come back. Lonnie Lamb. I mean, I got why they brought Lonnie into it because, you had Cameron, and that was technically his father. So, yeah, I don't know. I didn't have too. I think there was more in kills. I like this topic of which was a bigger deal. Could make for a good live stream topic on its own. Yeah, no, like that. Maybe something like next week we just do. What was the bigger deal? Who are these people? Daniel, what's going on, man? Didn't respond. Grubbing. Oh, no worries, man. Just hanging. Glad to see you. Rob Zombie's Monsters was not any worse than Monsters Revenge in '81. I'm a Monsters collector. Yeah, Monsters Revenge in '81 was pretty rough. Yeah. Do you collect just the original stuff? Did you get any of the zombie stuff that came out? Because I'm sure you weren't a fan of it. You know, I didn't hate it. Like I said, the only thing that really dragged that film down is the ending was ridiculous. The ending was just like boom, it just ended. You're like, what the hell just happened here? The ending of it was horrible. And what do you call it? Sherry Moon Zombie as Lily was painful. Oh, and what's his name was great. Richard Brake as Count Orlok was great. He was good too. Jason goes to hell. That's right, Travis. Yeah. I don't know how that works, but I can see that. Maybe because your generation, is that one of the first ones you got to see? Jason Goes to Hell? Because that's probably my least favorite. It really is. I've never heard a dad talk like that in my life. It was so cringe. Which about somebody's texting me. Oh, yeah. Oh, I got to check that out too. I got to watch yours after this, Jordan. I did. Like I said, I'm going to watch it probably as soon as we get off here. Yeah, so Silent Night, I really enjoyed it, Leo. Didn't you? That was good. What they did with it. I'm hoping they do another one, and I think they can simply because of the way it ended. And obviously, certain people can't be in it because people do die in the film. I don't want to spoil it. If fuck it, I'll spoil it because by now, if people haven't seen it, you can go eat a dick. Because obviously, Rowan Campbell gets killed in it. But I like the twist of the girl. Maybe she can carry it on, and maybe it's just something that could just be passed from person to person. And why they do it, right? They're doing it for a specific reason. That's why they're killing for a specific reason. It's not just random psychos. Who's got peanut butter on their penis? That kid sounded like Mike from Dazed and Confused. I want to dance. Yes. It's true. Well, I don't understand why they changed that because even the script, well, the original script that was sent to me, they were talking about basketball. In the novelization, they were talking about basketball. But somehow, some way, when they shot it, they changed it to him being in dance class, and I never understood that why it was changed. Maybe it's on the commentary. I haven't watched the commentary probably since I got the disc with the commentary. Travis was talking about 2018 recently, and they brought up the worried woman on the phone who Michael stabs. I never considered that may have been the wife of the hunter who died earlier with their son. Worried woman on the phone who Michael stabs. I never considered that may have been the hunter who died. Oh, I see what you're saying. Maybe, yeah, I get what you're saying. In the novelization, they didn't tie that together either. But yeah, that could have been something because she had the kid. What's to say the dad was out with the older kid, right? Remember they were going hunting. I never thought of that. That's a pretty cool thought. I never would have put that together. Hey, Slasher Fred, what's going on, man? Even though it's not really a horror movie, but the 77 Halloween special, Halloween is Grinch Night, is such a great movie. Oh, I haven't seen that in a long time. Well, there's always a lot of good Halloween stuff. Well, I watch it every year. The Paul Lynde Halloween special, because Mick's still in the chat. He knows because Kiss was on it. I remember watching. Mick, I don't know how old you are, Mick. I don't know if you're around my age or not. I don't know. Did you watch the it live in '76? If you were of that age, I forget what your age is. I did. And then I didn't see it again for years until I got Kiss Video Evolution collections where people had the clips of it and put it together. I used to get them at the Kiss conventions. Now you can get them everywhere. Yeah, I know, unnecessary scene, right? Don't go back until Wednesday. Oh, nice. Yeah, so you were off last night too. You got a surprise night off. The next entry in the Halloween series should be made in the style of the flashback scenes in Kills. Yeah, I agree. And now with AI, oh, I mean, really can make things look good. So there's one upside to AI. What I like about Kills now is how macho everything is. It feels like dialogue from Halloween 4 or 5, which is the aesthetic that I really, yeah, I mean, it gives you a Halloween vibe. I mean, it does feel like a Halloween film, definitely. Even Ends feels like a Halloween film aesthetically, the way they did it. Michael joined YouTube in 2015, but I don't remember the catalyst for doing so. Actually, it was my second time. Yeah, I had just watched videos for years. Mostly, I think when I first started getting into YouTube was more so for like guitar videos and stuff and Kiss videos and looking for Halloween stuff. But I don't remember back in the early days anybody doing really any Halloween content until probably right around 2015, 2016. Yeah, so the thought Kills had too much. They could cut a lot of the hospital scenes and dampen it a little bit. The hospital scenes probably wouldn't be so bad if they had different dialogue and it didn't center around the whole Tivoli being mistaken for Myers, because that just really killed it. I mean, I could even look past The Evil Dies Tonight if they just didn't have the Tivoli thing going on, because it just didn't make sense. It was so stupid and never would have happened in a million years. Because everybody's like, well, no, nobody knows what he looks like. It's like, of course everybody knows. You figure it's still the modern age, so people would have seen pictures of Michael Myers. So they would have known what he looked like. It wasn't like a mystery like it was back in the day. I mean, he was incarcerated. It's funny, H Street was literally hated in the 80s and 90s then. The hipsters embraced the film. I always loved it. I always liked it. I saw it in the theater. I was disappointed because I didn't see Myers. I was confused. Like, I just remember seeing him, like, and I didn't mind it. And then when it came out on VHS, started watching it again, and I'm like, I really enjoyed it. Once the can't get Seinfeld's voice that he had now. Thanks. Who are these people? I love The Munsters Revenge as a kid. It was such a fun movie. Yeah, I gotta go back and revisit some of the Munsters movies. I really do. Hey, Matt, what's going on? Brackett should have been in the bar holding Lindsay's hand. Or Annie. Marla had no business being there when she didn't even live in Haddonfield and already had much right. Yeah, there was so many. I mean, I know they really did put a lot of effort into it. They got some Halloween fans to really tweak everything, but yeah, I mean, nothing's going to be perfect, but yeah, there was a lot of stuff they could have really did differently. But overall, the trilogy, I like it. I mean, no complaints about it. Kill's anticipation was pretty good too because of the flashback scene. The news came that it was going to be delayed a year because of COVID. Remember that? Yeah. There was an uproar. Yeah, we were pissed. We had to wait an entire year for it. To be honest, the entire Halloween franchise doesn't really have a lot of good dialogue except for Loomis. He's absolute gold. I would agree. I'm not going to argue with you there, Bill. You like, yeah, Cody, you like, it's my least favorite. It's the one I watch the least. I just can't get into it. If it's on, on one of the hard channels, I'll watch it. For Chaff, Herman and the Granddad were the best parts of that. Yeah, absolutely. Herman wasn't bad. Jeff Daniel Phillips didn't do bad as Herman. I thought he was good. Grandpa, like I said, Jeff Daniel Roebuck was great as Grandpa. He was really good, and so was Richard Brake as Count Orlok. Other than that, she just took me out of the film because she was just annoying. When he's insulting Herman from the top of the castle, I was laughing. Yeah, they had some good. Jeff, they had, because they've been so many zombie films together, Rob Zombie films, and they have a good rapport. Just like 60s monsters, maybe a few 80s, 90s, and 2000s, like mostly 60s and 80s. Oh, cool. When Travis was younger, his mom's boyfriend at the time once took him trick-or-treating drunk. Oh, God. Someone gave me bad candy, so he took their pumpkins and smashed them in the street, which where is he? How drunk was he? I should be told, I remember when my kids were real young and my wife would go with some of the neighbors before I moved up here. And when I lived in Jersey, put Terrence was older. Terrence, my son, is 4 years older than my daughter. So I'd be holding his hand, walking with him, and my daughter would be in the stroller. And we go, and we always had a little something to drink while we were out hanging out, all the parents. But never drunk. A couple of cocktails, but not drunk. One of these days, you do a watch along of the remake of Invaders from Mars, since it's the 40th anniversary. Yeah, well, actually, we just hit what was it the other day? Was it 60? No, it was, I think it was 80 years. The thing from Another World. Is that what it was? 80th? I think we really should have did that. Glad I muted the TV. You're spoiler. I haven't seen it yet because it's not streaming on any of the services. Patience is a very sorry about that, Bill. I apologize. Basically, Ray in Halloween 2018 was very relatable for me. Yeah, he was. That's right. He was the Wiz from Seinfeld. I'd like to see a culmination of Dazed and Confused and Nightmare on Elm Street. Then annoying Mitch will be first victim. Oh yeah, Dazed and Confused, one of my favorite films ever. Love that movie. Dana's ready. He's ready for the Collector Part 3 if we ever get it for pizza. Yeah, well didn't they start working on it? I thought didn't I see that? Yeah, the first two are great. The second one a little far fetched, that whole opening scene, but still was killer. Yeah, but the first one, man, what a twist that turned out to be when I first saw it. Because I remember watching it, not knowing anything about it. Everybody's like, "Oh, you gotta watch The Collector," and I watched it. Wow. Great film. The single most clever thing in the entire trilogy is when Lonnie reveals Ray used to sell him peyote and not the other way around. It's Trey. Yep. And you know what they should have had in that would have been cool. If you've read the Halloween Kills novelization, where Lonnie talks about how he because Lonnie had written a book. I don't think they mentioned that in the movie. No, they do mention it. Lonnie wrote a book about his experience with Myers, and in his book, he interviewed Loomis, and he told Loomis that he was the kid that he scared away that night, and Loomis apologized for scaring him. That would have been cool to have in the movie where he talked about that. You bring a little bit, maybe they could have flashed back and shown the scene where he says, "Get your ass away from there." But in the novelization, if you read the novelization, he does make a point of mentioning that he interviewed Loomis because he used to do a radio show, if I remember correctly, too. It said he did like a DJ thing and he did a book and he interviewed Loomis and he admitted to Loomis that he was the one he scared off that night and Loomis apologized to him for it. They should have put that in the film. It would have been cool. Been a Kids fan since '76. I didn't see the Poland Halloween special. I did see Midnight. Yeah, I remember all. See, it was advantage of having a brother that's 6 years older than me. So that's how I found out and knew to watch all this stuff. That's how I got into Kiss. My brother came home with a copy of Alive back in early '76. Joined YouTube for kissing videos. Moved on to Pornhub since then. Stay tuned. What's going on? How you doing, buddy? Let's see what everybody else is saying there. They showed Myers' face on the TV in the bar. Yeah, exactly, Lito. So how would people and remember how they purposely blurred it out so we didn't see it? But it was there. So people saw it. And there's no way you could have confused the two people. No way. That's like people confusing me with James Jude Courtney. You know, he's taller than me and much slender and bigger. I'm 5'10". I'm not that short, but I got my beer belly. So there's no way I could have been confused for that. It's just, it was so stupid. Yeah. Tommy Doyle, did Michael shrink? Did he lose a foot? He would have known because he encountered him. He knew how tall he was. Stupid. Very stupid. That whole plot line taken out of Kills would make that movie 1,000 times better. You're right. That's true. Yeah. Well, Michael, remember the tear? The tear heard around the world when Michael cries? Oh, God, that was... I mean, I'm a big fan. We've talked about it before. Brett and I are big fans of Halloween 5, purely for nostalgia reasons. But yeah, when Uncle and the whole tear, no. He says, that's where Friday the 13th has Halloween and Nightmare beaten. It has no entry I won't rewatch. Yeah, there's some later entries in Nightmare movies that I'm not a big fan of. Yeah, I love Freddy Krueger and I love that whole franchise, but yeah, some of the movies later on, The Dream Child, not the biggest fan. Obviously, for me, it's the Halloween franchise, and then Friday the 13th is a close second. So close to 25 likes, folks. Come on, folks. Don't forget. We'll hang out probably here, probably another 15 minutes. We'll go an hour and a half. Maybe Brett shows up. If not, hopefully he's okay. Usually he lets me know. You're making me nervous, buddy, if you're out there listening. It's okay. You know, family comes first. You were busy. I totally get that. I just want to make sure you're okay because usually you chime in and I haven't seen him chime in. So I make sure everything is okay with him. Yeah, folks, hit the like. And if you haven't subscribed, we're trying to hit that. Be nice in another month or two, hit that 4,000 subs. Maybe we'll do some giveaways. Brett and I, we pulled together some duplicates of some stuff. Maybe we'll do a nice big show, get some guests to come on, some friends to come on. Not sure if anybody saw this, but I watched 2025 Anaconda, expecting it to suck, but was actually pleasantly surprised by it. It's on Netflix. No, I've not seen it. I have to check it out. Jeff Daniel Phillips and Richard Brake were really good. And Three from Hell. Moon wasn't bad at her before. Yeah, Three from Hell was rough for me because it was so terrible seeing Sid right before he died. That aside from Halloween 2007, that's pretty much the only other role I can tolerate her in is the Devil's Rejects, that the Firefly trilogy. I mean, she was good, and I know Colin's a big fan of I was going to say Lords of Flatbush, Lords of Salem. I know you're big. I don't have a problem with that movie either. She was tolerable on that too, but some of the other stuff she's been in, she's just cringeworthy. Lilo says, "I thought they pulled. I don't know. Did they? I thought they were supposed to be. I didn't hear that they're not doing it. Maybe they are. Maybe they did pull it." The bathroom scene in 2018 was super intense. Yes, one of the best scenes. One of the best scenes of the franchise. That was just great. You know, I remember when they teased us. That was part of the teaser. Remember when his hand goes over and he's dropping the teeth, and you're like, "Whoa, that's brutal shit." That's brutal Myers right there. Hey, there's Chris. He's out in Vegas. That's why he's not hanging out with us tonight. He's out in Vegas. He's out there for the week, and he's off to get drunk. Attaboy. Yeah, he's going to see WrestleMania this weekend. Awesome. Have a great time, buddy. Stay safe out there. Let me see what everybody's saying. Everybody's chatting away in here. Yeah, Brett, he did button dial us earlier today, Brett, in our private chat. Stay tuned says his favorite Halloween films are Halloween, Season of the Witch, The Return of Michael Myers, H2O, Rob Zombie's Halloween, and Halloween 2018. Yeah, not a bad list. Yeah, got Season of the Witch in there. Big fan of it. Biggest problem with that crying scene in Halloween 5 for him is the theme being played on the English horn, all slow and tender. Right. That's true. That's right. If you ever need to understudy. Nice. Yeah, Beck, I know we talked about it a while ago. It's good to see her, man. But definitely I'll reach out to you for this. We'll do definitely do like a kiss thing. Be fun. Or even horror movies and maybe see some of your collection. That'd be fun. When I saw Jack Black in it, I decided not to watch it. I like him, but I couldn't take him seriously. Jack Black in what? What did we talk about here? In the only horror movie I remember him in is I Still Know What You Did Last Summer. He was in that. What other horror movie was Jack Black in? Yeah, like I'm just seeing your because I'm trying to get on top of the chat. No, I didn't have a problem with Lords of Salem. I mean, it's entertaining. She would have made a perfect Harley Quinn back in 2003 rather, when House of that. Probably, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I would like to see her, act in a different, without Rob around, maybe she would be a good actress. I mean, you said The Devil's Reject, she was great. All three of those movies, she was great. And Halloween, she was good. She was good in Halloween. She was fine in the first one. Part 2, no. But she did great as Michael's mom. But Michael should have gotten the mask from the car before entering the bathroom so that he could bust the stall door open and give the first look of the mask a great reveal. Yeah, I could see that. But then, he would have had to wait for, what's his name? Aaron to go inside. Otherwise, it would have been a confrontation out in the public. So that might have been a little hindering. Like if he was going in to pay the gas, he could have grabbed it and then got it. But no, yeah, that would have been a good. I mean, I like the reveal where he's closing the trunk. And you get that reveal through the back window. It's pretty cool. It's an iconic scene right there. Let's see. I'm also a huge fan of Witches, the occult end of D. Wallace, but Lords of Salem isn't a favorite. Zombie or Shamoon. It was decent. Yeah, it was a fun. It's okay. I know Colin likes it. That's his favorite one. Dinner didn't go well. Almost home. Both of my kids and nephew did some terrible shit at the restaurant. I'll tell you about it. All right, no worries. If you get on, Brady, don't worry about it. I don't know if you're listening or not. But yeah, looks like he ran late. No worries. I'll hang out till we'll go another 10 minutes, and then we'll call it night. Michael in the bathroom in 2018 was one of the scariest Michaels we've seen. Yeah, that's one of the best sequences in the entire franchise now. I love how his face obscured without the mask. And and he just beating Aaron's face into just crazy. Then making sure he's alive enough to be able to look while he's choking and killing his girlfriend. It's brutal shit. Jack Black was he in Mars Attacks? I haven't watched Mars Attacks in so long. I only remember him in I Still Know What You Did Last Summer. I don't remember him in what do you call him? In Mars Attacks. Maybe he was. I haven't watched it in so long. How that monster movie Richard Brake starts out feeling like an old-timey crook, then progressively becomes a normal guy from 2022. Which one? I know in that Monsters movie, Richard Brake starts out feeling like an old-timey crook, then progressively becomes a normal guy from 20. Which movie? What Monsters? Monsters, you mean? What was the woman in the white van looking at the gas station? I know that's a big topic of debate. I think if I remember correctly in the novelization, they elaborated a little bit more on her. Because, I mean, just because she saw Myers walking, she didn't know who he was. I doubt she recognized him. Yeah, I mean, I think it was just a little creepy scene where she's just staring at him. And yet, of course, there's that callback because it said resurrection something on there. So because they wanted to have a little Easter egg of every film in the franchise. But no, yeah, I don't understand what that was about either. I mean, she obviously saw him walk by, but it was just maybe because he was wearing a white jumpsuit because he looked, not too many people are going to be walking around in a mental white jumpsuit, like scrubs technically because he was in a mental institution. Now we got to hear about the terrible shit. Let's see. The intro to Rob Zombie H2 was that was great. That was a great start to the film, and then it just killed it by being a dream sequence. I honestly like the scene where he first sees his mom and the horse. Yeah. Well, that's when he cuts off Richard Brake's head, and you see that he's on that deserted road, and there's like a little bit of fog, and like I said, visually, it's one thing you can give him credit for. Visually, he knows his shit when it comes to being behind the camera. A lot of great shots in that, whether you like it or not. Even anytime you saw her and with the white, as the ghost, and you see young Michael and you see tall adult Michael and all the visuals, the way they shoot it. As much as I don't like that whole the dream sequence nonsense with her, visually it looks great. It's creepy as hell. Too bad they cut the shower scene with Dana and Aaron in Halloween 2018. That movie could have used some tits. Yeah. I don't know why they cut that scene out. That scene was good. It was pretty cool. I don't know why they did that. Yeah, she was cute as hell. Dana. He was the military guy that gets zapped. His girlfriend in the film was Christine. Oh, okay. I haven't seen that movie in so long. Maybe the woman in the van knew something was strange or weird. Yeah, she obviously saw something. And I'm just thinking maybe because Michael, like I said, he's wearing scrubs like he was in a hospital. So, and don't even know he had shoes. He didn't have shoes on. So maybe she was like, oh, all right, who the hell is this? I think Brett messed around with AI too much and fell in like Tron. Yeah, he was sending us AI stuff all day. He was on an AI kick today. Favorite part of the scene right before the white horse and mom was hearing the word fuck. 3,719,657 times. Yeah, because I I have a potty mouth. I curse a lot, but it was a little bit overdone in both films. What's your take on Danielle Harris since the interview with the Dead Pit Radio? I remember, refresh my memory of what she said on that. I know she's said she was either writing or trying to get something going with another Halloween where she can be in it again. I think, we're just beating a dead horse at this point. It's like, you've been in a few already. Do we want to go back to that? I think it would be great, when they were talking about this Halloween TV series coming, where they could have did an anthology and they could go back to the different timelines. Like one season could be one timeline. Okay, so we can go back to the end of Halloween 5, pick up, or even just pick up at the end of Halloween 4. I mean, you really can't. I mean, Halloween 4 would be tough to pick up. Well, either one would be tough to pick up. It would have to be a fast forward because obviously Danielle Harris is older now. She's not a child anymore. But that would be cool if she came back into it that way, and they picked up maybe a whole season would be from one of the timelines, whether it's H2O with Resurrection, or if it's that one, or if it's the original. I know they were talking about doing a backstory on Loomis, and it's like, well, you got to remember, Loomis didn't really have anything all that great until he met Michael. I mean, he was just a child. He was just a psychologist, unless he had other screwy patients, and we meet those screwy patients and see how that turns out. But I think that's where she would be best. I think she's a little wacky, and she's a little thinking a little bit too full of herself, because I heard she jacked up her autograph price to $100. That's a little crazy. Because I mean, outside the Halloween world, people know who she is, but not many people. She can walk down the street and not a lot of people can know who she is. So some of these people with their prices are just getting a little bit crazy, and they're just going to price themselves out of the market. I don't go for autographs anymore. I mean, mine were just strictly certain people I needed in the Halloween franchise, and then that's it. Because I see some of the prices for what people are charging now, $100, $150. No. Sorry. You can bite my bag. I ain't spending that amount of money on you. She overcharges. Yeah, in a form of. Yeah, I wonder what that. Did anybody ever get the story of what the hell happened between her and Scout? Did she mention anything on the Dead Pit Radio? I people know that we really don't have the best history with those guys. I have nothing against them. They have nothing against us, but after the whole Tony Moran bullshit. But maybe I'll go back and have to watch it. Did she address why her and Scout are not friends anymore? Look closely during that scene. You hear the wrench fall off screen. I think that woman was seeing Michael killing the mechanic. Maybe. That would make sense. Maybe. Yeah. Like Danielle Harris best when she guessed on Roseanne as Molly. Yeah, she was good on this show. She's not a bad actress. She's been decent in stuff, but don't piss off your fans. Don't start charging these crazy prices, folks. Yeah. Everything is becoming unaffordable. Because you got to figure now, like a Monster Mania is going to cost you, what, 40? How much is I don't know if James is still in the chat. I can't remember what I paid last time. You can pay $40-$45 just to get in the door. Then, you want to get something to eat and drink. That's going to cost you a decent amount of money. And then you want to have spending money to get some collectibles and buy whatever and then if you want to get a couple of autographs, not only do you have to wait hours online, but they're going to charge you $100, or some people even more than that. I mean, I firmly believe that if you charge cheap, if you keep it like $60, you'll make more money, because more people will come up to you. You make this astronomical amount of money. All right, you'll get a few people, hardcore people, but you're not going to get as many as you think, because people are going to walk by and go, I'm going to give you $100 for that. Colin was rewatching Once Upon a Time in Hollywood the other night. I totally forgot Danielle Harris had a role in it at the mansion. Yeah, at the mansion, the Spawn Ranch. Yeah, good movie. I have to go back and revisit that one too. Good movie. Cody says you can bite my. That's the quote. That's my new quote of the day. You can bite my bag. Sorry. We know they have a voice actor who can pull off a pretty good Donald Pleasance. I think, given her atmospheric and musically driven the franchise, Audible should do Halloween radio plays. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. I mean, if you guys have never seen, go on Audible. All the novelizations are there, and so is Taking Shape. That's how I've read them all. I've never actually physically read the books, because who's got time to read books? I just did Audible and listened to it, back and forth to work. It's worth it just to listen to them. Did they lower ticket? Yeah, because people just the price is just getting crazy for anything. I'm telling you. Yeah, absolutely, Mick. Yep. Remember the days when went to horror conventions in the early days, like Fangoria Weekend of Horrors, autographs were free to $20. Yeah. If you bought something from somebody, they signed it for you. Like, oh, you want to sign it? Even the Kiss conventions back in the day. I'd go there and you see like who would always be like Bruce Kulick would be there, and Eric Singer would be there. You'd always have trying to think of other people that would be there, like Ken Kelly, even Bill Coyne back in the day. All these people were there, and if you bought something, they'd sign it for you for nothing. Then all of a sudden, people are like, we could charge for these autographs, and that's okay. I get it. You should be there making money. People could get your autograph and sell it. I totally get that. But some of the prices people are charging. Now, I feel bad for my buddy Brett. That's what he loves to do. He loves getting things signed and all his collectibles, and it's great. I love that, and he loves it. But the autographs just get so out of price. $40 to get to $40,000 to get to meet Liv Morgan. I got to keep Liv Morgan for 2 months for $40 fucking grand. There were more experiences involved with meeting Liv, but yeah, I spent $40,000. It's going to be a lot more. Yep. She lives off the Halloween. She does. As does Felissa Rose. I mean, she want to talk about milking the shit out of something. I do like it though. I'll mention I do like Sleepaway Camp. To me, it's nostalgia. I remember because it takes me right back to being a kid, seeing it for the first time on VHS, renting it, and then you have the big reveal at the end, which is just fun. And the movie's it's such like camp schlock, because it's so of its time and so far fetched. But it's she really milks the shit out of that. And Danielle Harris too. It's like, well, Felicia's smart. As far as I know, she don't charge a lot. So I mean, if you charge $60 for an autograph, that's reasonable. Even $70, okay, I get it. But when you start going $100, $150, $200 and all this other stuff, and then some of them get real nitpicky. Like I know Corey Feldman. Like if he doesn't personalize it, he jacks it up because he figures you're going to try to make money on it. It's like, well, let me do whatever the fuck I want. I'm paying you for this. What I do with it, I don't want to hear it if he wants to sell it. But I know some people charge you more for certain things, like how many words you put on it, or if it's personalized, it's not personalized. I mean, that's just getting to be, come on, guys, stop. Sleepaway Camp 2. You like this thing? I can't stand Springsteen's sister in those movies. I really can't. I've watched them both because there's a lot of nudity in them, so it's always a lot of fun to see that. But she just grates on me. She really does. The Tar Man, Alan Troutman, charges $60. Yeah, $60 to me that's okay. I can tolerate that. That's what I paid Danielle Harris when I met her years ago. I remember it being $60. I don't think I've paid more than $60 for anybody's autograph. I think that's the most I've ever paid was $60 for anybody, and I won't pay anymore. Because even the age 45, everybody I met, like John Michael Graham, he was like $50 or $60, and so was Lonnie Lamb. All those people, nobody was more than $60. And when I met Carpenter, that was part of a package, and that was a deal unto itself. Because I know Carpenter's pretty expensive when you go to a convention and he signs stuff. He's a little pricey, but when he did his show last year in Queens, and I was for $285. I got to see the show. I got VIP section to see the show. You got to meet Carpenter, get pictures with him. He'd sign stuff for you. And you got like a swag bag. You got a T-shirt. You got all this stuff for $285. It's a steal. That's why I'm hoping they do it again. When you are scared teenager whose friends all just get killed, and the guy who saves your liver confirms he is the boogeyman. It's not just the guy. I can't imagine how much of that's. Oh yeah, absolutely. Message you this week. Check out that rare poster I posted. Awesome. Yeah, if you're heading out, Mick, I'll reach out to you. We'll definitely set that up. That'd be a lot of fun. See your collection. Talk some Kiss. Talk some horror. Absolutely. See, Jordan, whenever he signs up, the bank takes money from him. What a crock of shit that is, right? Why don't we get money paid, right? Right? I got a Halloween 2018 bundle from Carpenter for $99 with a signed CD, T-shirt, pin, and turntable mat. Yeah, that's not bad. I got the only other extra thing I bought at the Carpenter show was they had a special poster, glow in the dark Halloween poster, and that he signed, and that was $100. So I get why it was $100. It's they only printed a certain amount, and it was signed by him. So that I splurged $100 for it. And just I figured, what the hell would be cool? It's still sitting here on my table. I got to put it in a frame before something happens to it. I just want to find a place to put it, probably out there. See, Liano signed a bunch of stuff for you for free, Jordan. Let's see what are we saying. Okay, just chatting away in there. Yeah, folks. So I think what we'll do is, if you haven't hit the like button, by all means, hit that like button, and we'll be back on Tuesday night with our buddy Ryan Underwood, who was this month's Dark Side channel member winner. So if you guys don't know, if you want to become a channel member, there's several tiers. The Dark Side tier, once a month, I will spin the wheel, put your names on a wheel, and whoever wins gets to pick the movie we watch on a Tuesday night watch along, and you have to come on and be a guest and join us. So Ryan won, and he picked Night of the Creeps, one of our favorite films. We love Tom Atkins, and it's just a fun film. So we'll be watching Night of the Creeps on Tuesday night, and Ryan will be joining us. So consider becoming a member. By all means, consider hitting that subscribe button, like the big red pill that's right below me here. And we'll see what's going on. Then we'll be back next week. I think, like I said, next Sunday will probably be an early afternoon stream. We'll figure something fun to do, Brett and I, because he's going to be knee deep in WrestleMania. Most people will be next weekend. So I said we could do something early or cancel, either or. Hey, Coy, what's up, man? How you been? And Friday night, I almost forgot. Don't join the dark side. My chances of winning go down with every new member. Speaking of the dark side, this Friday night, we're doing our monthly Tales from the Dark Side watch along, where we watch 3 episodes of Tales from the Dark Side. So if you have it's supposed to be starting streaming, right? I thought somebody said that. Let me know. If not, just go out. They have a very reasonably priced where you can get the whole set. You can watch along with us. And I'm working on John Stryzik, who was a writer-director on the show, who reached, thanks Jordan, getting me in touch with him. And I'm trying to get him on to join us. So it would be cool to sit there and discuss and watch some Tales from the Dark Side with somebody that actually directed some of the episodes and wrote some of the stuff. So it'll be pretty cool. And so that's Friday night. So anything else pops up, stay close to the channel. Make sure you're in the Facebook group as well. And the Discord thing, I might do something with Discord, because I keep saying we're going to do more with it. Maybe one night this week we'll do something with Discord and do a little fun stuff on there. But I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to go see the wife. She was out all day long. Spend some time with her before she goes to bed. Thank you guys for spending time with me tonight. Shout out to Brady. Hope now we know he's okay and he's on his way home. And we'll see what's going on with everybody, and we'll catch up on Tuesday. So thanks for being here. Thanks for chatting away with me too, because if you guys weren't here, I'd be sitting there staring at myself. Nobody needs to see that. Not enough alcohol for that. But everybody have a great week. Have a great Monday. We'll see you on Tuesday. Like, comment, subscribe, all that fun shit. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Later.